So what I've got laid out here is the hologram set from the website, guys. And when you take a look at these cards, the distinction here, look at that. That's quite a good expansion symbol in it. But you look at the hologram here, and you say, oh wow, it's got an actual hologram. It's not printed on, but it is quite crooked. And maybe that doesn't matter, because perhaps Wizards of the Coast's quality control hasn't been quite great. This card in particular, Scaled in Tarn, I'd feel confident playing it in a double sleeve situation, but it is quite a bit faded. It is not the rich and vibrant colour that you expect from an official card printed by Wizards of the Coast. Now this Marsh Flat's sort of a different story, right? It's got sharper, vivid picture, right? You've got a good expansion symbol. Text box is largely good, right? But again, and even on this one, the hologram is actually quite well on. It's pretty dead on this one. This one, not noticeable. And on this one, I'd say, yeah, go ahead, play it. That's one you can probably play, get away with, not have any problems. Then you go into the Verdant Catacombs, right? And I don't know if maybe the Masters set that this came from was just riddled with problems, but you look at this hologram, and it is quite crooked, right? Otherwise, probably be pretty confident playing it, and in general, I don't know that that's going to stop anyone. I think a lot of people would be willing to believe that you've acquired some sort of a crooked hologram, but it's something to know. Flooded strand, well good, you know. Hologram, pretty straight. This one, the colours in the art are a little bit too vibrant, and the colours in the text box are a little bit too faded. But you know what? I play it, no problem. Now here we come to a bad one, right? And it's unfortunate that this one's a bad one, but the Misty Rainforest, right? Colours just are not popping. They're not popping in the way that they should. Quiet down there, doggo. Thanks. Alright, so then we've got Ugin the Spirit Dragon. I've heard some complaints about him, right? Heard some complaints. Largely looks alright. And I think one of the things you're going to notice about these, with the hologram, a lot of players aren't going to second guess it. They're going to say, oh, you've got a hologram on it. It's a good card. Hey, doggo, why don't you quiet down there? Cryptic Command. This one, I have heard that this is too blue. You've got a crooked hologram here, and it is quite, I guess it's a very deep blue, you see. It's a very deep blue. But in the expansion symbol, it looks a little bit more red than it does gold, but largely probably playable. I think, for the most part, when you look at these cards here, right, you're seeing cards. Bloodstained Maya, not as playable. Arid Mesa, maybe. Dark Confident is quite dark. This Blood Moon I've seen a lot of complaints on. But this Blood Moon is actually quite good, except there's sort of like a striation when you look at the Blood Moon, and I'm not going to be able to capture it here. Oh, maybe I can. See, it looks like a little bit of a striation in the moon itself. And I don't know that you would see that in the real art. And that's, that's mildly problematic. But again, largely, you're going to be able to play with these, right? So, because what's going to happen is, across the table, people are going to see a hologram, and they're going to say, oh, look at him. He's got a hologram. He's A-OK in my book. This is a Force of Will. It's well dark, right? Good otherwise. Flusterstorm, a little bit dark. Torrential Gearhulk. This one's a little bit faded, but I don't think anyone's really checking for a fake Torrential Gearhulk in the first place, right? Snapcast Mage. This one, unfortunate that it's so dark, so absolutely dark, so blue, so like dark, like a violet almost, right? Mana Drain, this one's not bad, right? This one is not bad. I would not have any problem with this Mana Drain. It is a bit blue, but you see, the hologram's a little bit crooked as well, right? But it's okay. Cavern of Souls, real dark, right? Real dark. You look at it. Why is it so dark? Do you scan these in a very dark room with a printer with only one light? I don't know. Fulminator Mage, this one's got some blur to it. Hey, Dorgo, why don't you quiet down there? Fulminator Mage, this one has some blurriness to it. But again, I don't think this is the type of card people are really worried about once you see that hologram. That hologram, people like it, right? Now you get to Liliana, the Last Hope. This one's quite good in my opinion, right? Not bad, not bad. Now I'm of course not checking for any other errors which might be present on these cards. So, you know, there's that. Ezret the Fervent. This one's kind of a mess. This one's dark. Text is real. Text looks crisp, but when you look at it in real life, it just looks like someone actually it looks like someone wrote it on there with their own pen, you see? And that's no good. Chalice of the Void, this card's a joke. This one's terrible. This one's no good. I'd actually be embarrassed to have sent this one. Library of Alexandra, same thing. Unfortunately, just way too dark. Look at this. Just look at the name. It's barely legible. Quiet down there, doggo. Hold on, let me throw this toy to my dog. There you go. Alright. Then you've got this Tarmogoyf. He's not bad. I'd heard a lot of good things about this Tarmogoyf, but it's just not great, you see? It's not great. Here he is. Okay. Alright, and the last card, Liliana of the Veil. Way too dark on all counts. You might be able to get away with it thanks to poor quality control from Wizards of the Coast. Anyway, that's my review of the holographic cards, which for some reason came with two really crappy throw-ins and not all of the fetch lands. Enjoy!